Ooh.
All right, that sounded amazing. Everybody, welcome to Just in Time. This is Justin.
And this is Carter.
Hey, Carter.
How are you doing today?
Good.
That's good.
Hey, yeah, I'm doing okay.
How was your day? How was your day?
It was good. You know,
What'd you do?
not a lot, Carter. No, I actually, we got an email from a listener that I went a little shopping and decided to try a little bit
Hmm.
of some suggestions from him but we'll get into that in a little bit in the show. So, but Carter, the most important question we need to ask right now.
Go ahead.
Did you do your homework this week?
I did not.
What?
Are you talking about the Miller Lite? Is that the
Yeah,
homework? Oh,
you had
okay.
to bring two beers to the table this week.
I honestly didn't remember what the homework was, and I was kind of trying to remember, but then I was like, okay, whatever. I know Justin wanted me to drink a Miller, so I assumed that was the chore or the homework. And I have a Miller right now. I just took a sip.
Okay. So, and you had to have a second beer.
Second beer, I have a Steel Reserve.
Oh.
Yep.
So let's get your review on this domesticated beer here.
Well, honestly, it tastes as good as Heineken does. I mean, they're all it's still kind of a cheap piss beer,
Mm-hmm.
but they all taste slightly different. I'd gotta say this is probably one of the better tasting ones, but I'd probably go with PBR over this.
All right. So I think most of America can agree with you on your review of the two most common beers out there other than Bud Light.
Like Miller Lights is just as good as like a Heineken. I'm not really a big brand domestic beer guy, but like I mostly drink like IPAs and I guess I drink some shitty beer too, like Steel Reserve.
Ever since the show started, all you've taken a sip of is like crap under 5% beer.
Yeah, trash beers are quite comparable to each other.
So, no, I want to know what IPA have you actually, because I have yet to hear you talk about an IPA on this show, I
My
think.
favorite IPA is gonna be Pyramid. Hey,
Okay.
Pyramid. What is it? Hold on.
Are you Googling?
Outburst. Outburst.
So let's get your review on that because I just want to hear Carter's review of an IPA for once on this show.
You ever have a long day at work and you're like,
Can
I
you say
better
long again?
long day at work, and you just pop out your George Foreman grill
Can you
to
say
make
pop out again?
pop out your George
Okay.
Foreman grill and you make a juicy, delicious burger. You know what goes good with that? Beef jerky sticks
Can you say
and
beef again?
beef beef jerky sticks and a good pyramid outburst.
Can you say outburst again?
Outburst.
Okay. Now let's see how coherent you are. Can you combine all the words I've told you to say again?
Long I can't wait. Long pop out
B,
outburst.
B, B,
B
beef.
B. We saying our favorite letter of the alphabet. What the hell?
I'm sounding it out for you.
Beer.
Sorry. Sorry, it's the dad in me. I have to sound
Beer.
out words. Beef.
Oh, beef.
Beef. There you go. Good job.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, everyone.
You get a gold star.
Thank you.
And the last word is?
Outburst.
Yeah. All right. I'm proud of you today.
I got it.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. No one ever tells me that, so I appreciate that.
That was total sarcasm.
I was genuinely. I don't know why I had a genuine reaction. I need to shut up.
No, Carter, you know what? I do appreciate the effort because it only takes me 2 times to remind you to do your homework each week.
Yep.
So
That's better than
I,
3.
that is. All right. So Carter, you've done your homework.
Yep.
Very slackerish attempt to do so. So
Mm-hmm.
the beer that I enjoyed this week, I was at Costco
Mm.
and I picked up. Yeah, I was attracted to kind of just a flamboyant can. It was like a pink and light blue, and it had IPA on it, and it sold me on this. It says a pint-sized Hawaiian pizza party tiki IPA by the Boulevard Brewing Company.
Okay.
So it was like four beers for like $12.
It's a good deal.
So I yeah, and it's like 6.8% alcohol. So I thought I'd give it a whirl.
What was your opinion on it? What do you think?
It is hands down the worst beer I have ever had.
Nuh-uh. Worst
Hands down.
ever?
No, it was god awful. Like I was expecting a good summertime beer, and I get like with the Blue Moon, some of the shock tops out there, the IPAs that have kind of a zest to it, like a
Mm.
fruity appeal to it.
It's
This
good.
one is just pure like stomach ache. I can just picture them pouring sugar in the brewers.
I will say it did, because I did also try this beer. I got a haircut at Justin's house yesterday. And I did try this beer, and it tasted like
Wait, when did you try this beer at my house?
yesterday.
When I when did you get the did you go through my fridge?
Yes, your main fridge had it.
Oh my god, I hate you so much right
It
now.
tasted a lot like a full throttle energy drink more than a beer.
All right, so I was wondering why I only had one left in the fridge.
I drank two of them, even though I didn't really like them. I could tolerate them, but they wasn't the worst beer I've ever had. That's a little dramatic.
So how come you didn't review this beer?
Because you told me to do my homework.
But this would have been your second beer to review.
Oh, I I didn't know I was reviewing two beers. Was that my homework?
That was your homework, Carter.
Okay. Well, thank you for
That's why
reminding me.
you
And I
that's
reviewed
why
two
you
beers.
kind of covered two beers. Now it's three beers.
That's three beers. Oh no.
So, uh, your opinion on this. So,
What?
because the description on it, it says Indian Pale Ale brewed with pineapple, mango, and vanilla bean. I didn't read the description on it. I just assume IPA and cool pizza party
What's a
is fear and
pineapple
pizza.
bean?
Vanilla bean.
I know, but it looks like it says pineapple, mango, and vanilla beans. Makes me think that they're all beans.
I'm not going to grammar nitpick on them, but would you call this an IPA?
No, absolutely not.
What would you compare it to?
Full throttle energy drink.
If you had to do like one of those fruit punch Jack Daniels
Like
beers.
the watermelon Jack Daniel
Yeah,
drinks.
yeah. But hands down, this is not a beer.
No,
This is like I have one can left. Honestly, I wish you would have actually taken them
finished it
all
off.
out of my fridge. And for four of them for like $10 to $12, oh, it gets a big thumbs down for me. Horrible, horrible, horrible.
Horrible.
I cringe every time I open my fridge to see this beer.
You have one left. Do you want me to take that one off your hands?
I'll tell you what. I'll save this one
Okay.
for a week where I don't have to remind you to prepare.
Okay. That'll
This will be
be
your
never.
reward. The shitty IPA from
Oh,
Costco.
like you'll give me that beer.
Yeah,
Okay.
it'll be your reward. How about that?
Okay.
But
I
you can't review it. You've
bet.
already reviewed it on the show.
Bet, Justin.
Okay, so do we have a deal?
You have yourself a deal.
All right. So, so that's our beer review for the week. So, but we did get an email from a listener.
Oh
So, which had a special request. So we had an email from Brennan M, who wanted us to review Mickey's versus Old English.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And again, I would assume this would be your territory, Carter. He wants us to compare malt liquors, which we had planned for a future show. But Carter, do you have any input on this?
I have never tried either one of those beers.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
How have you not tried these beers?
I've always only known Steel Reserve. Steel Reserve is me, and I am Steel Reserve. Steel Reserve is always inside of me.
Huh. Okay. So I went ahead and I I went above and beyond here because what I responded to Brennan on, if Carter can get up off his ass to go pick up off these beers from a 7-Eleven like a block away, then we would review this for Wednesday's show. So
And here we
guess what,
are.
Carter? And here we are. Carter, so guess what?
Is that my homework?
It's your homework.
Deal.
So, but I went ahead and went above and beyond and grabbed both of these, and I've had them in the past, but and again, I'm not poor like Carter,
Yep.
but I went ahead and tried them. So, and prior to the show, I kind of sampled them throughout the day.
How were
Carter,
they?
uh, so Mickey's versus Old English was Brennan's question. So, and here's kind of my take on it. Mickey's is kind of the Bud Light of malts. I've kind of realized.
Oh,
So if you if it's a hot day and you just want a malt liquor, I guess go with Mickey's.
it's
But
like watery.
yeah, I mean, and halfway through it, I kind of looked at the alcohol level. It's like I think a 5.8. I think is what I saw. So it's yeah, I wouldn't even, in my opinion, I don't even consider that a malt liquor.
Okay.
So, but with Old English, that one I think sits around the 7, if I remember correctly. That one is kind of the, you know what, you're hanging out with a bunch of people and you just want the job done.
Okay.
Because that's the one I kind of finished about an hour ago.
I need one of those beers. I
If
am
I,
excited.
I think that one's comparable to Old E.
Okay.
I think that one is, if you look at the Steel Reserve 24, the black label, I think that one would be the closest one to it.
I like me a good Steel Reserve.
But you said what? You're a Steel Reserve 211 guy though, right?
Yep.
Have you tried the 24, the black label?
No.
Then how are you a Steel Reserve guy?
Well, I'm gonna be an Old English guy after this show.
Are you going to make a trip to 7-Eleven tonight?
Yes.
Did my review of the two sell you on Old English?
Sure did.
So, to answer Brennan's question, and we'll get Carter's input on his homework for next week, but between Mickey's and Old English, I'm going to put my thumbs up towards Old English.
Okay. Thumbs up.
I sold Carter.
He sold me. It's not hard for you to sell me something, but we'll go with that.
So, and I do want to say a thanks to Brendan M for emailing us on, because that one was a pretty cool topic on it, and he also wanted to know, Carter,
Yes.
what our favorite video game was
Okay.
or is. So,
You want me to go first?
yeah,
Okay.
you didn't do the homework, so you go first.
This is gonna sound really odd, and I don't care what you think or what anyone thinks, but my favorite video game is Monopoly for the Super Nintendo.
Hmm.
That is my favorite game.
Um, so I want to apologize to Brendan. I think he wanted a more enriched answer, but no, Carter, tell us why.
The AI is dumb, so I can win easier because it's an older game.
Is that the only time you win at Monopoly?
Only time. Actually, no, I'm good at Monopoly in real life.
No.
Monopoly is my favorite board game, which is why it's my favorite video game. I am Monopoly. Monopoly is me.
You can't use that. You've used that for Steel Reserve.
I know.
It's all used up. Sorry.
It's gone.
Yeah. So you need a new catchphrase for your board games now. Well, that'll be your homework for next week.
Okay. This piles on.
Yeah, I got to get you some work. So, uh, mine, this one it's a toss up for me because I had to think about it when he emailed last night.
Mm.
So it kind of goes to back when I was a kid versus to now. I kind of went through the chain of emotions here. So I'm
Okay.
going to start as a kid. My favorite was going to the arcade and playing the Simpsons arcade or any of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle arcades.
Is that nostalgic for you?
It is. It is. They're classic. So then I kind of thought about it more when I got older and got my first Xbox. It would be the Knights of the Old Republic.
That's a good game. You can still get that game like remastered on the App Store.
Oh, I have it, I think, on my iPad. I have it on my
Yeah,
laptop, my desktop. So it's classic. And that was the one that I got super excited for beating because the story was just so good.
it's good.
And then it goes into um, lately, I think, the Uncharted series. Any of the Uncharted games I love.
I those are like full on movies. They're so good.
They are super good.
Did you hear
So,
about
and
the new movies?
yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. Did you ever watch that fan film of Nathan Fillion playing him?
That was probably the biggest disappointment on the casting because he
Really?
would have been. No, I'm saying he would have been perfect.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying, yeah. Okay, so you're agreeing with me that
I am.
Nathan Fillion's was so much better than Tom Holland. Well, they
Yeah.
said they're trying to do like a version of him when he was younger, but I don't want that version. I want the version of him that's in the games.
No, I mean, when you end the franchise, people want to see a continuation of it. They want to see it live on screen. I need my fix of Uncharted.
Uncharted's
And
good.
I don't want to see Spider Man as Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
He's
It's
just
messed
too
up.
young.
Who made this movie? Is this Sony's decision? Fuck you, Sony.
And who did they pick? What, Mark Wahlberg as Sully?
No way.
I think I'm right on that. So
I'm
correct,
fact checking this right now.
fact checking me because I'm pretty sure. But it's just they're they're both around the same. I don't know. It just the prequel does not a prequel does not work for me on that, and I was super disappointed.
Oh my god.
Was I right?
There's a photo of him in character.
Okay, so it is Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg, correct?
Yes, correct. You're correct.
So I'll, I mean, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt, but seeing how production has been a nightmare with this movie, and then the two they ended up going with, I don't know. It just to me, it sounds like they just paid A-list actors and just settled.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion on it. But you know what? I'll still see it.
I'm sure it won't be a bad movie.
No, but I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to judge yet. But for Brennan, I want to thank you for emailing us and taking the time. But I hope we answered all of your questions. But for next week's episode, we'll talk about our favorite online games
Ooh.
and to do a follow up to Brennan's questions.
Yep.
So that's your homework next week.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So again, Brendan, thank you for emailing us. We appreciate. So if you have a question or a topic idea, please email us at podcast.justintime@gmail.com. So,
Email us
Carter,
anything you want. Literally anything. Even
Carter,
say hi.
careful.
Oh, not anything you want.
You're opening up the email account from now on. I did my due diligence. I'm not
PG
opening up that can of
13.
worms.
Okay. Well,
Maybe. Well, no, because you had Titanic that showed nudity. That's PG-13.
pay me like one of your French girls, Jack.
Yeah. Okay, Carter.
Let me go
Anyway.
into current events that are going on right now. This is a new segment where we kind of just go over current events that are kind of strange or funny. And I'll just go down the list here. So the first one we found was there was an old oversized goldfish. There's a bunch of them, and they're taking over a Minnesota lake because little girls were flushing their goldfish down the toilet. What do you think of that, Justin? Did you ever have a goldfish?
I did, but let's backpedal here. Does the article say little girls?
I mean, little girls and boys.
Well, what does the article say? Because it looks like you just singled out little girls.
Okay, illegal fish. It's called illegal fish stocking.
Is this on Craigslist or is this an actual headline?
This is a headline on NPR.
Okay, so Carter, I know this is complicated for you. Can you read me the headline word for word?
Oversized goldfish are taking over one Minnesota lake.
Okay, so not little girls, just got it.
Kids flushing their goldfish down the toilet.
But how do they know they're kids? How do we know it's not the parents just getting sick and tired of taking care of the goldfish?
Would you flush a goldfish?
Huh. No, me personally, I wouldn't, but I can't speak on behalf of the other piece of America. But so, give me more details on this article. So they're flushing the
Yep.
goldfish, and how are like, I don't know how they overrun, because if you overfeed them by just like a pebble, they die. These things are the most delicate things alive. I can't even keep
No,
them alive.
goldfish are very invasive species in like lakes. Very invasive.
Then how come I go through like 100 a year?
Well, I don't know, but apparently Minnesota has an oversized goldfish problem.
All right, I think I've solved this mystery.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right, Shaggy, you ready for this?
River Reggie.
I think it's pissed off PetSmart and Petco employees that just want to put in their 2 week notice or just emptying up fish tanks across the board.
Oh yeah, that's a good theory.
I that's you got to think, by just randomly, what did all the parents get together or all the kids get together and say we're going to flush like 1,000 different goldfish?
They
That's the
probably
only logical thing I can think of
they
is
probably
taking the.
thought it gave them 5G or something.
It's like, I don't know. To me, there's no way a goldfish is going to overrun anything unless the employees of pet companies just want to put on their trench coats in the middle of the night and just take the goldfish out of their trunk and dump them into a lake.
Want to hear my theory?
Oh, I can't wait.
So, the goldfish are actually caused by Joe Biden. Listen. So, you have someone who's sick of their kids' goldfish because it's just annoying to feed every morning because they're a lazy family. They flush the goldfish down the toilet and it goes into the lake. And then an AT&T guy was at the lake and saw the goldfish and said, "I got an idea." So AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, and T-Mobile all flushed a bunch of goldfish down to this lake so that way the government would be more concerned about the goldfish instead of the 5G. You know why it's 5G? Five is 4-letter word that starts with F. Fish is also a 4-letter word that starts with F. Coincidence? I think not. 5G is taking over the world and they're distracting you with massive fish.
What the hell is wrong with you? I think that's the most. No, the ideology, the whole concept is ridiculous, but the fact that you went on a rant about that off the top of your head makes me think you believe that.
You can believe anything if you tell yourself it's real.
Like, and I just want to just remind listeners, this wasn't scripted. He actually went on that legit rant about goldfish and Joe Biden.
I don't know how
Like,
Joe
what?
Biden came a part of it, but
Like, I think it's more realistic to say, hey, Joe Biden's old. They keep getting him goldfish. He keeps thinking the goldfish is listening to him and flushing him.
the goldfish under pressure.
Under pressure. Oh my gosh. Carter, I got to give you props on that one. That was like, I wish you would have saved that for your scheduled rant later in the show.
No, that counts as the rant. I don't want to do the rant today. That counts.
You don't have a choice. That's scripted, my friend.
No, that was the rant. I did it earlier.
Okay, well, you got like negative 50 points on that one compared to last week.
Fine.
Carter, we're still doing the rant.
Okay, we're still doing the rant.
Do you want me to pick the topic on the rant?
Sure.
Okay. Later in the show, guaranteed, Carter didn't do his homework on the rant, so we're going to catch him off guard. Hopefully, he goes off of a rant as good as 5G and Joe Biden and goldfish.
So a man walked in and bought a lottery ticket. Next story, by the way. And he won $100 And then he used that $100 ticket to buy another lottery ticket, and he won $50,000. That's wild.
That is pretty cool. Did he buy any Doge with it?
Probably not because he's smart with his money.
I don't know. I mean, it dipped today. I mean, that could have been everybody's lucky streak. This guy has some good karma coming upon him.
Yeah, I wish I was as lucky as this dude. Who,
You bought,
you're already sad for living in Maryland, first of all. And then you
keep
win
going.
the lottery. You just move to Texas, buy a house with that 50,000.
It's a brilliant idea.
Yeah,
Away from the goldfish and the Joe Bidens and
yeah.
the 5G.
5G under pressure.
No, that's actually pretty cool. Good for him. I
Yeah,
mean,
good for that guy.
I bet that guy went to the casino afterwards.
And he lost $50,000.
Yep, lost it all. Absolutely. You got to think how tempting that is. If you won, Carter, if you won, won $100 on a lottery ticket, won even more, would you just gamble it?
I would probably save like a chunk of it for gambling, but no more than like $1,000.
You see, you're a better man than me. I I would say I'm on a hot streak, and you know what? It's money I didn't have before. Well, I guess you're poor, so I mean,
Very
I can
poor.
understand your point of view, but I don't know. That would be my fun money.
The whole 50K.
Yeah, or you know what? You know what I
Okay,
would do, Carter?
what would you buy with 50,000 if you won 50,000 right now? What would you buy?
This one goes out to my boy Brendan. I would buy 47 Old English 40s. 47,000. Sorry,
Oh
correction.
shit. That's a lot.
Yep, and I would not invite you over because apparently you steal beer from my fridge when you come over to my house.
Yeah, tiki Hawaiian. Wait, hold on. What's it
I
called
shouldn't
again?
even call it. It's a. I shouldn't even call it beer. Pint-sized Hawaiian Pizza Party Tiki IPA by Boulevard Brewing Company.
That's a mouthful to say.
It is, and they are not one of our sponsors, so
They don't deserve it.
nope, I would turn them down.
We have no sponsorships and we turn one down.
Yep, that one. Honestly, even if we got a sponsorship from this this brand, absolutely not. It's so misleading. I'm so upset about this.
New York, you get a haircut on a Sunday. It used to be against the law because in New York, barbers were banned to work on a Sunday. I think it's probably a religious old law. But yeah, Andrew Cuomo, he made it legal to get a haircut in New York.
Wait, sorry, I was kind of half listening to that. It was illegal to
Get a
get a
haircut
haircut on a Sunday.
on a Sunday in New York
Was that just for barbers, or was it for
for
like
barbers.
so you can go into a hairstylist
Probably.
or
I'm
a
sure they
supercut?
didn't enforce it ever.
Maybe you know more on this subject than I do, so I'm going to reach out to you on this one. Or if somebody wants to email me some insight so I don't have to do the research on it. So, if a barber is banned, but a hairstylist or a supercuts isn't, what's religious about? I guess I don't understand.
Sunday. You don't work on Sunday. It's God's day.
I get that, but why for just a barber?
I don't know, Justin. I don't have answers to everything.
I didn't say you did, but I'm just curious because I assume that you're not just reading headlines, you're actually reading the goddamn article.
I'm reading the article
Okay.
right now.
We don't have 3 hours of airtime to have you finish this.
That's a big word.
All right, so I guess I just don't understand barbers on Sundays, but hairstylists. I just want some clarity because this is new to me, and I don't know if it's new to the listeners either. That it was banned to have barbers do haircuts on Sundays.
Because they they didn't want the barbers to work because it was God's day.
God damn it, Carter! I hate you so much.
I know.
But you also said what? And Como, what did he do?
He
Touch
made
a
it
barber?
he made it legal for barbers to give haircuts on Sundays. because it was originally illegal. And most barbers apparently were already closed on Sundays because they're like old mom and pop passed down generation types of
Mm.
barbershops. And a lot of them were already closed on Sunday.
You know that's not what it is. Now it's starting to make sense.
What?
Como made that decision because he's not allowed in hair salons anymore because he kept touching the workers.
I'm Governor Cuomo.
Now it's coming. Yeah, it's coming into picture now. CNN's not covering that.
No, he was not. They're not.
Mm-hmm. So that's Carter. You informed me on something I didn't know before, so I appreciate that.
Of course. Always a pleasure, like Chick-fil-A. A
I hate
man
you
was
so
doing
much.
renovations on his house when he ripped out the staircase and found 160 bowling balls inside of it.
Why?
I know, right?
Was
Why?
it like on top of a bowling alley?
No. It's just used for, as like insulation.
Was it Joe Biden's old house? Was he scared that 5G was going to steal his bowling balls? So he buried it in the floors?
No, he was busy stocking the lake with goldfish.
Uh, huh.
Joe Biden did it.
Joe. I want, after we're done here, I want you to send me that article.
I will.
Good.
I want you to
So,
send your dog to China.
why?
They can enjoy him as a nice meal.
Oh my God. Carter, I don't appreciate your racism, and I'm offended because I am woke. I don't appreciate any.
Stop laughing then. If you laughed, it made it funny.
What you said was very offensive,
Okay.
and I want you to apologize to the viewers.
No.
Okay, moving on. Carter,
We usually like to get into each other's horoscopes every once in a while, like we did the last couple weeks. And we're going to read them this week too, because you guys seem to like it, and so do we. You're a Sagittarius, right?
no, that's your girlfriend, remember? How do I know your girlfriend still? Every week, Carter.
Aries?
Aries, thank you. Yes.
All right. Well, Justin Henson, Justin H. H also starts with the word horoscope. Justin horoscope. Justin's Aries horoscope for July 13th. Well, it'll be the 14th when you listen to this or later, but spiritual matters could be very much on your mind, Aries. You may want to delve into metaphysical studies and meditation, but work or family responsibilities could interfere with making those desires a reality. Hey, it's your baby. Don't let this
Oh,
get you down. Instead, stay focused on the mundane chores and finish them. Then you can move on to really fascinating matters.
huh. It's so accurate. It's
Do your
scary.
chores.
I did my chore. I did my homework.
I didn't.
Man, I can't wait for your horoscope.
Give it to me. Your sex rating out of
Easy there,
5
boy.
is 2 out of 5 on the horoscope website.
Yeah, newborn. It's been a dry spell.
Oh no.
All right. So you, my friend, and you are the Capricorn, correct?
Nope, I am a Cancer.
Of course. I was trying to be nice. I hate calling somebody a Cancer, but it totally suits you.
Yeah, I know.
So usually I do two with you, and I can only predict since it's been a. How's Luna, by the way?
Luna is good. We are having our 4th baby.
Hmm. Weird. Let me see. Oh, wow. You got a lot of information this week, my friend.
Lay it on me, partner.
You've got a story to tell, Cancer.
Okay.
Death. Why keep it to yourself? Luna slides into Pogent Virgo.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, she's cheating on you, dude.
No.
sending your focus towards your mental health and clarity of self expression. It's an ideal day to devote energy to writing projects or engaging in important conversations. Well, he kind of screwed that up because this conversation's been awful.
It's been pretty important to me.
I'm glad. The moon's alignment will express Mercury, giving you a silver tongue and mental acuity.
Oh,
So give yourself room to be heard.
okay.
Wait, there's more. Make a decision and start planning your next move, Cancer. You ever changing planetary ruler, the moon officially slips into your curious third house of communications. What the hell is going on here?
What does that
Thought,
mean?
thought process and immediate surroundings today, bringing emotional attention and clarity to all themes revolving around your local community. Okay, this is the worst horoscope I've read for you. Oh, wait. I just word skimmed. I'm going to skip all that and I'm going to go on another note. Venus will join forces with red hot Mars
Oh,
via your comfort seeking second house of stability, financings. Oh, I bet you Luna's coming into play on this one.
oh no, not Luna.
This
That
in turn
whore.
reminds you to uh, energize yourself worth and emotional stability. Remember, your peace of mind comes first. So it's telling you to go out, get an oldie, and go find Luna. You got to fix things with Luna, dude.
I know I do. Luna and
She's
I.
not. Luna's not in this one as much as she usually is.
Luna's a whore.
You, I like how you know more about Luna than you do your own girlfriend's sign. By the way,
Luna. Oh, sweet Luna. Come back.
hands off yourself, Carter. So now's the time that we've been requested to keep doing is Carter.
Oh, I got a bad joke for you guys.
That was my introduction, asshole.
Oh, you go for what? What?
No, go for it. Tell your bad joke, Carter. I don't care.
Do you remember when air for your tires was free at gas stations and now it's $1? Do you know why?
No.
Inflation.
Hmm. All right.
Inflation.
Got it. You just Googled that, didn't you,
No.
Carter?
My grandpa told me that one today.
I I can hear you typing in the background.
I'm actually using a fidget spinner.
I can hear the fidget spinner now. All right, so Carter, you ready? I enjoyed your rant from last week. I don't listen to our shows very often,
Okay. Very
but I
often.
listen like I'll do little clips here and there, but I had to go back and listen to your rant, and I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
So we're gonna continue to do that rant game.
Okay.
So Carter, you wanted me to pick the topic?
Yes, please.
Oh man. So you got what, 7 points out of 8 last week?
Yep.
So let's see if I can make it a little harder this time. Um, I will pick what is your rant on health insurance,
Oh.
but the additional points you have to mention.
Yep.
I did. I got to do Biden again. It just suits. I'll do Biden every week. So Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
Okay. Let's see. Bill Cosby.
Okay.
He's been in the news this week that we should have talked about, but you wanted to talk about the goldfish.
Yeah.
And I will give you one more of Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake. Oh man.
Okay, so here's how the points work. So you get, uh, I'll give you 5 points for the base topic, then one additional point for each additional person you mention.
Flashback. August 8th, 2017. Wait, 2016. Carter was driving down the road and he swerved and he hit a telephone pole with his car.
Oh wait,
And
Carter,
then
we're gonna have to start over
why?
because I forgot to start the timer. And again, you have 2 minutes. I got ahead of myself. And talking slow, just so you know, to waste time, I'm going to deduct points from that.
No. How did you
So,
know?
nice try. So 2 minutes starting 2-1, Carter rant.
Flashback. August 8th, 2016. Carter's driving down the road. He hits a telephone pole. And then I woke up after being unconscious on a hospital bed in the ambulance. And a guy asked me what the date was. And I said it's late April. And then Justin Timberlake was driving the ambulance and he said it's going to be May. And then I woke up again for real in the hospital after my accident. And so far, nothing was bad. But my health insurance charged me for the ambulance ride, and I owed $1,000, and it was BS because I would rather just die than take an ambulance and have to pay $100 again or $1,000 again. That was ridiculous. And then I fainted. Justin,
What? Keep going.
are you taking a piss?
No, I'm watering the flowers. You're taking forever. You're running out of time.
Oh my god. Anyways, that was important. Oh my fucking god. Anyways, fast forward to 2020. Fast forward to 2020. I fainted from being dehydrated, and they wouldn't even pay my $1,000 hospital bill, and I didn't even take an ambulance because they said it related to my crash. When I hit my head, they had to pay too much. I don't know. It was annoying, and that for that reason, I was annoyed with my health insurance. Joe Biden.
All right, Carter. I don't know. I mean,
And then I was in the hospital bed, and the nurse came in. He said, "You want a pudding pop?"
Carter, I will give you 3 points for that.
That whole thing. You interrupted me with your peeing.
I don't know what you're talking about. So not only did you not really do a successful rant and give basis points on it, you did go the 2 minutes, but then you kept stopping. So you probably did a minute out of that entire thing.
Yeah.
And you didn't really naturally incorporate uh, the people I asked you to.
Well, you didn't like this gonna be May joke?
Nah, no. But I did like the pudding pop kind of slogan at the end, but you didn't really tie it into health insurance.
No. It was. And then you gave me a pudding pop not covered by health insurance.
I would have gone more along the lines of him drugging you and, maybe not insurance covering it.
here's your here's your Oxycontin pudding pop.
All right. So, Carter, you got 7 last week. What'd I give you this week? 3?
3.
3. Carter, you're supposed to go the other direction, just so you know.
I know.
All right. So maybe you can pick. You're up to like 5 homeworks next week.
Yep.
So I can pick it next week. You know what? I'll pick it next week.
Okay.
You got enough on your plate. You're a busy man.
I am a busy man. I just started my new job. Yes,
Oh,
today. Today.
you worked?
I worked today.
Shut up.
Not kidding.
Where are you working?
I work as a community consultant at a high-end apartment complex.
Is that when you wear the like orange vest with the little trash picks?
No. I wear a suit and a tie.
You get paid for it?
I get paid. I'm not a hobo. Bozo.
So you were over last night and you didn't tell me any of this.
No.
Do you just not have confidence that this is going to last? But because I'm beginning to think that this is like more court mandated.
Like I committed a crime and now I have to work.
Yeah. What, are you just proud that you don't have to live off the government anymore?
Yeah, very.
Like, okay. I need to find out. I need to validate this. And then
Sure.
So after the show, we need to communicate and find out exactly where you're working so I can validate this. So I can give an update on the next show.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling that even though you're wearing a suit and tie, that orange vest is going to say supervised on the back of it, and you're going to be picking up trash.
I'll give you the address right now.
Probably not on the air.
Not on air, of course.
So, very cool. All right, so we got a big show for next week. Carter's got a lot of work to do this week, and
Yep.
big shocker, he's probably not going to be ready.
Yep. No.
All right.
Will.
So, Carter, did we miss anything? Do you want to talk about anything? This is your time to shine.
Take care of yourselves.
I like how you didn't say and each other. That way Maury can't sue us.
Take care of yourselves and each other.
So, credit to Maury.
Maury.
All right, so guys, that wraps up another week. So again, we want to thank Brendan M for popping out a good suggestion and email. If you have any questions or ideas, please email us at podcast.justintime@gmail.com. Other than that, Carter, say goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone, and thank you for listening.
All right, thanks again, guys, for listening, and we will see you next week.
See you next week.
Thanks for listening to Just in Time.